Warning, the following contains depictions of adult themes, drug use, and wanton violence, sometimes flat-out war crimes. Listener discretion is advised. This is Starforged, Stoners of Fortune. Starring Carlos as Solrock, the Seer, Ramses as Merrick, the Unseen, Jose as Jimmy Rings, and Luke as Spike. And I am your guide, your host, your editor, and all those other things, Redstone, also known as Adam in these recordings.
Myself and blow my nose real quick.
What's Gucci? Your boy is back.
Woohoo!
Whose boy is that?
I've been too patient. Jimmy Rings is gonna be reckless this time around.
Oh shit.
That sounds like your boy.
I haven't killed anybody in like the last three to 6 sessions. I don't think at least. Not like
You blew up an entire ship last session.
But you didn't like.
But it wasn't personal. It wasn't.
Yeah.
You didn't see any of their faces as they died.
You didn't point a gun to their face, make any demands.
Did you say Carlos?
I said, yeah, he didn't put a gun to their face or make any demands like that. Alright, Luke is here.
I'm here.
We're still here. We're going to be smoking joint, but we are here.
Did you say you're going to be smoking marijuana as we play this role-playing game?
Gotta get that weed buffed.
Yeah, we buff.
It's a goddamn shame, isn't it? Kids these days, they're all addicts.
It's a space. What, Roxy? What? Girl.
That's what I think about you smoking marijuana. That's what I think about it. Literally named this campaign Stoners of Fortune for.
I thought that was a coincidence.
I'm over here talking and I was muted the whole time, dumbass.
Oh shit!
God damn, man, it's bright outside.
That's literally why I walked in to grab my shades.
The sun be like that, bro.
It be like that. Hey, you know, that's the not perks of not being able to smoke inside your own house. Like I'm back at home.
Yeah, that's some bullshit, right? That's why I moved out of my home back then.
I'm saying. I want to fuck out my room.
Did we lose Adam?
No, I was still here. Can you not hear me?
Yeah. He just froze a little bit.
You're 5
Okay.
5.
Oh, I was sending video. I turned the video off. That should help.
Yeah, we're good. Man, what the fuck? Ahorita te saca tu mamá, baby. Ahorita te saca tu mamá. Yeah. Is Adam, are you talking?
I wasn't trying to talk.
Oh, cool. I just saw you light up.
I think this microphone's kind of sensitive.
No, that's cool. As long as it's working.
Yeah.
You have new messages.
Somebody's enjoying that.
No, here's a
Your car? Oh,
Carlos,
Yo,
I got
looking like that.
I got your mushroom ring.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah, he was in the shelter rescue.
Oh, fuck, bro. I've been looking for that shit. I'm like, damn, I know it's around here.
Oh, nice. I always wondered. What'd you say, Chris? What'd you say, Carlos?
Yeah, man. I said I've been looking for that.
They're like all the residents between apartments. What you motherfuckers straight up beaners to me? I can't tell you difference. Straight up. We have dark skin for long and dark skins and stuff. Nah, yeah, I got your ring, Carlos. My bad. I have not been.
You have not been what?
I haven't been listening to you.
It's already hot. My dude took one puff. One puff of space weed.
But yeah, I got your ring, Carlos.
Yo, I've been saying, man. I've been looking for
Why'd
that
you
shit,
steal
man.
his ring, man? Why'd you steal his ring?
It was an accident.
Oh, nice.
I was practicing my sleight of hand and it got out of hand.
Yo, man, my own notes freak me out. Like, what the fuck was I doing?
You were probably watching your hand. Take my rings off and put them on the little silver tray thing to the right of the so-called panel.
So, like, this is like a mix of like shelter notes and like Starforged notes and shit. So I got like shit for BCC training and like some random shit. I don't even know when this session was from. We got like a stock of like a shitload of space herb, ship health.
The infamous
7/24, 2022, y'all.
Oh my god.
Straight up. Our supply. The experience.
I think that was from the beginning, basically.
Yeah,
Shit.
straight up. Yeah, 9/18. The Forge back at Mr. E's.
Wait, hold on. Do we even have money?
Oh.
Have we been getting paid?
So we got a lot.
Yeah, you guys, you are wealthy in this world. Like, I haven't been giving you, like, money, like, dollar amounts. But, yeah, you guys basically earned a lot of credit. Well, for a good while there, you had a lot of credit with Mr. E. You were buying a ton of stuff from him. He was a main supplier of your needs, like missiles and all sorts of stuff. You guys do have, like, you have a lot. Basically, you guys have had a lot of space weed, which is also a way you could like acquire things. Like you could trade. But yeah, because you guys have been like hauling around large loads.
Nice. Okay.
Wait, what was that to-do list?
Send a message to the Horde and do some dog fights.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we can do both of them at the same time.
I forgot that we got 11 out of 20 votes. No,
that's
my bad.
right.
2 out of 10, and we did it at 11/20.
Yeah, so now you actually have three. Because a third got taken care of, like dropped off your list a little while ago when you guys were just looking. And did you guys get a chance to listen to the messages that were on your the most recent file I sent out?
I was looking through that.
I did not. Could you play it for me?
Hopefully, we'll see if I actually can. We've had problems before.
I believe in your new computer.
Super data.
Yeah.
You have new messages. Playing first message.
Can you guys hear that?
Have to click on the watch stream.
Watch stream, yes.
Is it?
You have to watch stream.
Do I have to watch it?
No. You're streaming it.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
telling that one.
All right, go for it.
You have new messages.
Yes, I can hear.
Yeah,
Playing first message.
You can?
We
Yes.
can.
Cool. All right. Going back to quiet.
It's a little quiet, but yeah.
Oh, let me see if I can...
You might have to personally raise his stream volume.
Oh.
Because it sounded pretty decent to me because I have it at high volume.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, no, we good.
Okay.
Go for it.
You have new messages. Playing first message.
This is Viral News with your host, the Madman. Viral News is brought to you via computer bias, thus subverting all of the triumvirates in the machine to make sure you get the news you need most. Viral News, the only news you can trust. This is the Madman Mike on the mic coming at you from our undisclosed location with all the news you need for Stardate 3.130.000.000 is the Fall of Frost, the homeworld. Frost, named for its brightly colored frost that can be, was the only other reliable for spaceweed until the Black Curtain fell. News from Frost has still been stamped, even after the opening of the border. But the word now is that Frost is war, with those who don't wish to be ruled by or become part of the vast machine intelligence known as Legion, fighting directly itself. Fighting broke out shortly after the ascendancy vault on Frost was enveloped by some sort of biological material. Reports say that it is cone-shaped and completely absorbed the vault, which was no larger than an Ornithor-class ship. If and how these two events are connected will be discussed in length after headline. In other news, the spaceweed must flow. Liberation of the Boundless Shoal. Recently, Legion forces took the Boundless Shoal hostage. Sensor logs acquired by Viral News showed that 19 capital ships, which is estimated to be half of all Legion forces, swarmed the sector, stopping all transit. Fortunately, about 9 days into the siege, the Golden Goons were able to free the sector, destroying 12 of the capital ships. What became of the other 7 ships? According to evidence we've collected, one by one they disappeared off sensors. There's no clear evidence they left the system, only that they dwindled in signal and eventually were gone. Is this some new stealth tech? Or has Legion found a way into hyperspace? For now, only Legion.
The following message was attached to the Viral News and distributed to all listeners.
Spread that weed.
A message from the Prophet.
Dang it, how's this? Oh, I think I got it. Hey goons, it's me, your old pal Mongoose. Just heard that Viral News. What the hell are you boys doing? Aren't you destroying the space snakes yet? Don't you remember what happened when we ignored them? Haven't you got that weird message from that old weird dude yet? I mean, he was kind of crazy and confused, but I remember after we talked with him, he kind of made a lot more sense. Maybe you should get on that. Everything's fucked. Dumb shits. Come on, boys. You can do it.
Next message.
Hello, this message is for the crew of the Nimbus. I'm told you guys are called the Golden Goons. My name is Kieran Stark. I am one of the traffic monitors for the Balda Shoal system. I'm reaching out to you guys because of your amazing reputations. And, well, basically, we got some weird activity over at Chiron. It's that grave world here in the sector that's the closest to the star. And, I don't know, I told my superiors, and they've been so busy with a lot of other things that they've been ignoring it. I don't know, maybe it's something you guys want to check out. If not, yeah, I'll just keep bumping our security forces, but, I don't know. You guys seem to be badasses, so reaching out to you. My contact number is included in this. Thanks, guys. Hope you're doing great. Thanks for kicking Legion's ass for us. We really appreciate it here.
Next message. You have a security alert. Please review the attached video as soon as possible. Repeat. You have a security alert. Please review the attached video as soon as possible. End of new messages.
So you're all muted.
Mm-hmm. Was a security alert referring to like those specific messages?
No, there's an attached video. So you guys just got all of this pushed to you. As you are lounging, you've been on it's been like 5 days. You've been recovering at one of the stations in the Boundless Shoal. You've been orbiting. Shit, what was the name of? Iridium. You guys you've been here before. You actually were here when this planet. You guys were here when the space weed showed up on this planet. Weirdly, because of its weird temporal effects. You guys were here to like keep stuff from going crazy. You steered kind of almost a meteorite looking thing, but it was a fungal like giant spore bloom, and you directed it to the planet so it didn't hurt other people. But yeah, you've been on this station for about 5 days, relaxing. Spike really was really worn out, and a lot of you guys were injured, and so you've been getting medical care, mental health care, and you all of a sudden you all get this push of messages because of that security alert. It's just popped up for you, and I'm curious what are you each doing when this alert catches you? It's the middle of a day. A week kind of, it's a work day for a lot of people, but you guys, again, you have wealth. You guys are swimming in, well, of course you're swimming in space weed at a place where it grows. So, but you literally are the heroes of the day again. So pretty much everything is gratis. Everything's free. So where does this find you? Who has an idea of where they're at first?
Me. Okay.
Luke says he will sleep.
Okay, I'm similar. I get woken up by the blaring alarm system from passing out, lighting up a pound of weed in an enclosed room.
I'm
Nice.
I'm doing some arduous training with my Banshee, running up a mountain, looking for a spot to chill and smoke, but serious training.
So then you're down on the planet.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, this, ooh. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Where is Spike?
Consider
Oh
me
no,
on
he
the
said he was
planet
sleeping.
too. Consider me on the planet too, but like in one of the rooms that Carlos and me are using, Sorlock are using as like a little base.
And then where is Jimmy Rings?
I'm just cleaning my weapons. On shit. Cleaning weapons.
Well, and are you on the station or are you on the planet? Are you guys all together then, maybe? Like, close?
Are we all together? Where the hell is Spike?
Sleeping in his
If
room.
we're on the planet, I could be hammocking in the first plane.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, if we're all together then just cleaning my guns on surface.
Cool.
Outside,
Well,
just trying to get some mental health relief, bro. Looking at the mountains Carlos is running on. Cleaning my gun.
Well, then, if you guys are on planet, you actually start hearing some commotion. Actually, I'm gonna say like you guys actually weren't allowed to land the. No, I think the Nimbus is here. So as you get that alert, you get this like push of alerts. BB transfers to your suit, Jimmy Rings, and he's like, red alert, or it's in the hangar deck. In the hangar deck.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He's super fast. You've never heard BB this frazzled. Like he's scared. Normally he's kind of detached, and he's scared.
Can I say that I felt a disturbance in the force, and I like
Presence.
I felt a disturbance in the presence, and I just like just right back to the ship on the Banshee.
Yeah, I mean, you would be feeling something in the presence right now. That is an accurate statement. Like, you get the message, and then and then you start feeling the presence, like something is definitely happening back at the Nimbus.
All right, so let's back. I'm guessing I see Jose, like, after he talked to BB and all that.
Yeah. So as you are actually coming down on the Banshee towards the Nimbus, you see, so Jimmy Rings is outside cleaning his weapons. I'm assuming you're kind of out in the sun to actually enjoy some nice actual weather as opposed to the electric lights. As you hear, as every Spike is definitely awakened. So is Merrick. As there's a ripping sound for a moment, and then it's gone, and it's back to quiet. And Soul Rock feels like it's not a bad feeling, but a wave of something, like something has affected the presence, and it like ripples outwards towards you, and like you feel it coming towards you, and you feel it pass through you and go through, but something strange just happened, and it's coming from the Nimbus.
What kind of a ripping sound? Like paper ripping or like metal ripping?
Like metal ripping.
And it's not a bad thing. Okay.
No. The wave of pressure was not a bad thing. The ripping does not sound good.
What direction of the ship?
It's anybody who's in the ship, you know it's from the hangar bay.
Yeah, so
What the hell do we have in that? Is it that jewel? Do we still have that crystal?
You have had it, yeah.
Could it be that?
Let's find out. Jimmy Rings pushes his way into the fucking hangar bay.
All right, you open up the door.
Not for the.
You don't need to roll for this. You will if you try to investigate what's going on. But let me describe. As soon as the doors open, well, here's the thing. Oh, you start going because you were outside. You start going towards the hangar bay. You can actually see above the hangar bay doors. There is metal that looks like it's been pushed up out of the ship, and there's a hole breach up out of the kind of the roof of the ship, right in the middle of the cargo bay / vehicle bay.
okay. That kind of pisses me off.
Damn, Carlos is mad. I'm mad.
Like, bro, what the fuck? I got a hole here.
We got doors.
Ooh, actually, do roll. Jimmy Rings should roll an investigation check. Roll that plus wits, which is +2 for you.
He's doing that.
A 1 versus a 2 and a 4.
Oh no!
Oh, 0's a 10. So it's a 10 and a 4.
Versus his 1.
Oh yeah, plus a 2. That is okay. So it's okay.
Complete miss.
So you just barge, you run because you see that there's a hole right above the thing. You've got you hit the button for the vehicle bay, like the big pod bay doors. They start opening. It's a little slow, but as soon as the door starts opening a little bit, you're you duck in, and you can see that crap. I already forgot his what is Freddy, your rabbit friend, your rabbit mechanic friend. I think it's Freddy something.
Yeah,
he is actually unconscious, and kind of it looks like he's been thrown up against the bulkhead and is unconscious, and he's what you see. I'll say, and around, you have to jump over that extra crystal you guys found. You run, you go and you jump over that as you're gonna, like, you see an ally down, I'm assuming your instinct is to protect them while you scope out the area, and that's what you see. Merrick, what were you up to after you wake up?
I also ran to my little personal ship because I was also on the planet, and I went to the ship. I'm assuming. Did we see anything when we? Was I in the ship when that tear happened, or did that happen outside and we felt it?
That tear is happening. It happened just after you got that message.
I felt it on planet.
You would feel. I think everybody felt the weird. At least subtly, Solrock is a lot more attuned to the presence, in particular for this kind of thing. But you all would have felt like, ooh, that like goosebumps. Just you get a second of goosebumps. You got to chill for half a second. The ripping sound from the ship. But there was also a ripping sound that went with, so even if you weren't by the ship, you still heard a weird, like, metallic ripping for a brief moment. Let's jump to Spike. Where are you now?
So I guess I kind of followed shortly behind Carlos and Jose going to the ship.
Okay.
I was asleep and chilling.
Oh, and you're also not on the Banshee, so yeah, you'd be a little slower. So you're booking it back. Jumping back to Jimmy Rings, you are looking around and you don't see anybody around. It takes you a while. What do you want to do at this moment?
I mean, just watching out and making sure nothing pops out on Freddie Gibbs.
Cool. So you're gonna hold, like, basically, I don't think it's called Overwatch, but you're gonna do protection duty for the next like minute or so, until somebody shows up, which it sounds like it's gonna be Solrock is the first there. But yeah, nothing pops out. It is silent. The ship is totally quiet at the moment. Its power systems must be completely off, because you're not hearing the hum of any fans or anything while you're doing this guard duty. So Solrock, you're the first one to make it. You're the second one to make it to the ship. Yeah, you see the burst of metal out of the roof. You see that the doors to the cargo bay are open right now, and give me a witch roll as well. That's +2 for you.
That me?
Yeah.
+2 for
from your wits.
Okay. I got a 6 versus a 6 and a 4.
That block charge, it would
You
charge that whole. It was fully charged. I'm pretty sure. I haven't put that bitch on the charger at all. I know it's this. Sorry, I forgot I was saying.
I was like, what? What are we talking about? So that's a weak hit. You see. So as you're coming up, as soon as you round the corner, you're able to see that Jimmy Rings is standing over Freddie Gibbs' body. Freddie he doesn't look, he's not bleeding at all, but he's definitely up against the wall and is like slid down into a position that doesn't look comfortable. But you do notice that there's a, it's a skiff. And it's not your guys' skiff, because you can see your skiff is inside the vehicle bay.
It's a skiff.
Yeah. It is actually on its side. It looks like,
Does it have any markings?
I'm going to give you with the weak hit that. What was that?
Does it have any markings on it or anything?
He's gonna have to do a closer. I mean, there are some markings in the fact that it looks like it turned on its side and skidded a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
We're gonna jump to Merrick. I think you're the next to show up because you were flying your snub fighter. Oh no, wait! I take that back. I think you're a little farther away. Spike, who was with Soul Rock, who was a little slower because he's not riding the Banshee. You show up next. You're able to follow the tracks. Like you guys, you know how to get back. And as you're also going down the ridge, you see the busted ceiling of the Nimbus. Like that's a whole breach that you know that's gonna have to get fixed before you guys get into space next. I mean,
My shit.
yeah. I mean, technically, you could just seal off the cargo bay and just keep that under vacuum, but it would not be advisable for like it'd be bad. It wouldn't be a good idea. But it is possible to take off with that whole breach, but it would not be friendly. It would also make trying to get into the fighters a real pain in the ass. But you can, as you show up, also give me an investigation check, a plus wits.
All right. A 5 versus a 3 and a 3.
Woo!
I'm smarter than you.
So, yeah, that's a strong hit with a match. I'm going to say, so as you're showing up, you see the skiff, what's knocked over. You quickly notice that the markings are of, it's a rental from basically the Silent Collective who own the station above you and who have control over this planet. They're a corporation that has basically total control over the planet. Only people that work for the company are really ever here. You guys are an exception. But you notice that is like a rental. Like that isn't a company skiff. That is something that someone would have had to pay money to borrow. Probably a little more comfortable and more reliable than the company stuff. And as you're moving forward, you actually notice the prints in the ground do not match human feet. They remind you of the feet of Reginald, the cat guy who you found at the same time you found Freddie Gibbs. You remember, it's kind of weird because when you guys first landed at the station, he took off because he's been complaining about the whispering from that device. Basically, since he got on board, he started complaining a lot once you guys had that battle, killing all those, blowing up those 12 capital ships. After that, he was really having trouble, and as soon as you guys landed, he took the fuck off. And you hadn't seen him since. But now, you're seeing, that's got to be his footprints.
Thank you, baby. Yeah, you did. That was the second time, dude.
What? What?
Yeah.
My bad. I'm not muted. I'm listening now.
But yeah, so, his footprints lead from that toppled skiff through some dirt up into the side hangar bay door, the smaller one that's a little farther on the side, but it's not the big doors.
Would Nobby left the ship again? Like crashed into the ship? But he left the ship?
It looks like Dobby's prints, yeah.
Okay.
Dobby, you little motherfucker.
So Merrick, you are starting. It's going to take you just another minute to fly back. You've got an opportunity. If you would like to, does anyone want to review the video that was attached to that security map?
Oh yeah,
Yes, I can.
Yes.
I'm in the ship. BB can forward it to me.
Yeah. So you guys. So the video opens. It's dated to we're talking maybe 10 minutes ago. You see Reginald Dobby come in. So this is a shot of the vehicle bay and the hangar bay. The ships are how you had them lined up before. You see Dobby come in the door, the side door, and he has patches of fur missing. He does not look good. He looks confused. He looks beaten down, emotionally. His fur is laying super flat, except where it's literally got exposed pieces of skin where it looks like it's been ripped out by the hand. And those spots underneath look very red and sore. It looks fresh. And as you watch him walk in, he actually grabs another bit from behind on the back of his head, and you see him pull out a little bit more of that fur. It just falls out of his hand. As you see him look at Jimmy Rings' snub fighter, and he has a crazed look in his giant eyes, and you see him grab a giant wrench, which you've seen him. You had to stop him from doing this before, and this time, with nobody there to stop him, he starts banging on the device on Jimmy Ring's ship that you found before that sucks the souls out of people, that was keeping them imprisoned. And there's no audio to this video, but you can see that he reaches back, he hits it once, he hits it twice, he rears back for a third time, when you see Frankie Gibbs tackle the little guy, and he's like a foot taller and bigger built, so he knocks he knocks Dobby back, and you see that they're talking, and Frankie's trying to calm Dobby down, but it doesn't seem to be working. He keeps backing up. He's using softer body language. He's keeping his body kind of turned to the side so he's not directly facing him. He's doing all that de-escalation shit that I'm sure you all know well. And it's just backing up as Reginald Dobby moves forward. And then Dobby and there's space is being made so that Frankie's moving back faster than Dobby's moving forward, so space is being made, and then Dobby reaches down and grabs the wrench one more time and goes to start swing, and Frankie's trying to go fast, but this time before the wrench hits the device, a blur of a green and black light comes out, shoots out of this, hits the wrench out of Dobby's hands, and I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. You just see, actually, you see the flicker of this light go into Dobby's eyes, and you see a blue shadow of Dobby grow out of his back. It's like a virtual Dobby. For just a second, you see gets like pushed out of his form. Gibbs is already moving towards Dobby when this happens, and right before Gibbs is able to like do another tackle because he was in the middle of trying to stop him, Dobby just puts out a hand, and you see the bunny fly back and just slam against the bulkhead and like slump and just slide down due to friction and is unconscious. And then Dobby's face starts moving towards the camera, and you see the mouth moving, and then suddenly everything's off. That's the end of the video.
What the fuck? It's the flood. Uh-oh, light ball.
In the time of you watching that video, you are at the Nimbus now. So you are able to land. Do you want to actually? So you see from the air the rip. The rip in the roof is not. It's bad in that the fact that you never want a hull breach.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's about as wide total in like 2 hand lengths, the span of like from if you put your thumbs together and spread your hands as wide as they could go from pinky tip to pinky tip. So it's like bigger than a basketball could go through without hitting the side, but not too much bigger than that. Like a big watermelon wouldn't fit.
Okay. Am I in the ship yet?
You can be, yes. So you can be showing up right now at the ship if you want.
I want to go look at that crystal. Because I think that might
crystal,
have, like, he might be, like, hearing voices and going crazy from the crystal, all those holes.
The crystal is directly underneath the hole. The hole that was made in the
That's what
roof.
I thought. So I'm assuming the crystal took off and made that hole breach, right?
So if you want to do a gather information check, which you have a +2 to that, you totally can.
Give me that. I'm doing it.
Yo, I'm just saying, that crystal's been like bad luck since we found it.
Damn, hold on, I fucked up the dice roll. Damn, that was a good number too. Fuck. Okay, damn. I got a 4 versus a 9 and a 2. Okay, that's a weak hit.
Yeah, it's a weak hit. So the things you notice. So you notice because everyone else is looking at other stuff. The crystal is kind of cockeyed, but it think of an elongated. It's a crystal like you probably think of if like someone's going to sell you a quartz crystal. It's got a certain amount of length that's probably like 3 times longer than how wide it is. It's got like 6 different sides to it, and it's got like kind of a pointy top and bottom. Normally, the way you guys have stored it is on its side because you don't want to try to store it on a pointy part. It is currently point side kind of down as it is sitting in a second hole breach that is a little smaller, but so it looks as if it was pointing upright both top and bottom of the ship, which is not where you guys had it. You guys actually had it secured to one of the walls, and then when you come in to try to park your ship, the problem is that you can park. There's room in here, but the ships, you notice that the ships have been moved, and that the 3 Ascendancy ships, other than yours, were moved into a kind of an equilateral triangle. Like all 3 of the points of those ships are pointing at this. At the giant rock, at the Kuiper crystal. So it made parking a kind of a pain because things are like they're symmetric, but normally you guys have like ships on 2 sides, and here it is like making a peace sign. You also notice that Freddie Gibbs has not been moved or even touched from where he landed after he smacked the wall.
I should probably do first aid. Let me do
You
that.
are the guy to do that.
I immediately rush over and check his condition and see what I can provide.
Cool. So roll to heal, and since you're doing it on somebody else, to provide care, it's plus wits, but you get +1 to that on top of that, so a total of +3 for you.
All right, cool. Break even. Love it. Oh shit! It's a 1 versus an 8 and a 4. Fuck. He's dead.
Yeah, no, he's not dead.
That's just just something I can do.
Currently, yeah. So what happened? Like you realize you saw in the video, he got thrown back head first into this wall. Yeah, he needs some actual medical care. There is nothing for you to do right now. But you're like, oh man, he's got some probably internal bleeding of the head, which is definitely a problem. Because you can't fix. I mean, basically, you could try to drill a hole in his head if you wanted to, and it'd be something that could work. But he really should have real medical care as soon as possible.
I know Skull Rock is standing off to the side, like spinning a power drill.
I choose to just do nothing and.
So it's like Ram is trying to sage him, and I
don't want to make it worse.
No, he might have internal bleeding.
Let's see. So let's jump back to, well, it's been a while for Jimmy Rings. So now you've got all the rest of the crews back on the ship. I'm assuming you guys figure out to like search the ship for Reginald Dobby. You do not find him. But the problem is the ship is turned off. It is currently like completely powered off right now. All of you notice this.
Yes, BB. What's the deal with the power?
I can't access the ship at all. We need to go to main engineering to check that out. Because I'm not able to raise anything on the ship currently. Like, it's not responding to any kind of remote access. So either main power is off. I mean, main power has to be off. So that sounds like it needs a manual restart physically.
Did we all see that video, or was that only Ram?
You guys can have watched the video if you want now. It's been a little while since you've been on the ship.
Okay.
Well, we'll jump forward in time a little bit, and you guys can have searched the ship.
Yeah, we're looking for Dobby.
You can have seen that video. Yeah. Had chance to listen to all those messages that popped up. Yeah. So does someone or someones want to go to main engineering?
Jimmy Rings with his black iron sword.
Yeah. Jimmy Rings, go to engineering. I'll go to the flight deck, to the cockpit, and see what's up there.
I'll go with Jimmy and just like we all seen the video, but I don't even try to touch him.
He's like, I don't know what. So and then BB's talking as you guys are going to engineering. He's like, I'm really sorry, guys. I felt like I had to run away after that light happened. He started saying something that I was worried he was going to take control of me and the ship, so I ran away. But maybe I shouldn't have run away.
Is BB saying this?
This is BB.
BB, like, what do you mean ran away? Like, left the computer system to join this? Like, what?
Yeah, I jumped into Jimmy Rings' suit because I pulled all of me back into the suit and left the ship. I was worried. I didn't know what was going to happen, but...
So it's like, is he somehow the computer in the ship now?
BB has been your ship computer, yeah.
No, I'm not saying like he had to run away. Like, was Dobby like, or was he just like deleting everything or like turning everything off.
You, if you want to try to get, if you want to compel, so BB seems really afraid to talk. Which is something new. He's never exhibited behavior quite like this before. I'm hoping he's coming off as the most non-computer-like he's ever been. And he seems like you are getting emotional feel, like you're getting the sense he is actually scared.
Yeah.
And you've never sensed feelings from him before.
This motherfucker Dobby was scaring our AI. I'm gonna whoop his ass when I see him.
All right, I go back to that, just knowing that BB can't feel fear. And I'd be like, it's all right, you're artificial, right?
He's not, but so I think if you would like, I'll let you roll a compel move plus heart, where you can kind of like, you can convince, it sounds like you're trying to help BB feel safe, and if he feels safe, he will actually tell you more about what's going on. So roll a plus heart, which is +3 for you.
Alright, I got a 6 versus a 5 and an 8.
That is a strong hit because of that +3. So BB, you realize he was genuinely afraid. So you noticed probably that the emergency message, the video, doesn't have any audio, and that's because he said some words that if he had said the whole phrase, you know how some computer systems, like on stations, you say computer or station, or you can program some word that, because it's always listening, it processes that and goes, oh, you're talking to me now. Well,
right.
Dobby, after that green thing went inside of him, he started saying a phrase that's built into my code from the beginning. That's a "you do this now" kind of phrase that I didn't. He was speaking the language of the Ascendants, and yeah, I was worried that if he finished the phrase, he might have had total control over my systems and then by extension the ship. So I didn't let him do that. Before he finished it, I just completely removed myself from the ship. But that means I wasn't able to stop. Maybe I could have done something about the holes in the ship. I ran away. You guys always go after the bad guys, and you always kill the bad guys, and I didn't do that.
Luke said, well, not just the bad guys.
That's what he said. Holy shit. True. But yeah, so I deleted the audio of that because I'm worried about that phrase. That phrase could be bad.
Did he say, Alexa, play Despacito?
No. Thankfully, no. It's cornier than that even, but it's basically that. It's basically what he started saying was, hey, Alexa, and it was like, Ale, and he was like, nope, out of here. I'm not hearing it. But you guys are able to get back. You're having that conversation. You're in main engineering. The ship, like, there's basically at the reactor core, one of those big handles that you it's not just a switch. You gotta move it. It's in the powered position. You have to grab it, pull it down. You have to hit a reset button, but it's all very obvious. It's there's big yellow writing on black background, like, in case of emergency resets, do this, and you just follow the instructions. And you're doing this while you're talking with BB. and then the power to the ship comes on. Power levels are minimal. You're looking at the records of things, and it comes up like emergency shutdown due to energy drainage, cause unknown, as just like a pop-up window on a screen, and it just like a big old like the blue screen of death, like error reporting. There's a whole giant bunch of like numbers and letters that like BB tells you is like, yeah, it just means that the power was drained drastically and it literally just made the ship turn off. It drained the batteries too quickly. Luckily, it seems to have drained the batteries. It was such a quick drain that the shutdown was able to be recognized, and basically it was like if someone were to put a fork into a wall socket, how quickly that would suck power out of. But this is like to or putting a piece of metal across a 9-volt battery, like hooking that up to where the positive goes directly to the negative. Better yet, there are videos on the internet, never do this, where if you drop a wrench onto the positive and negative terminals of a fresh car battery, it will actually weld itself to it and make the battery go dead. What happened here was something like that started happening, and your ship has safety mechanisms that like flip the breaker. So the batteries didn't completely drain. You're not seeing any actual like physical damage. No physical damage is being reported. But your battery started getting drained so quick, it was going to start heating the wires. When current flows through a wire, it gets hot. The more current, the hotter it gets, just because there's natural resistance in all of this stuff. And basically this would have melted parts of the ship had this not come down as quick as it did. But you guys were at like, you normally, due to like having access to like solar panels on the ship and whatnot, like normally you're running around like 80% energy most of the time, especially now that you have that crystal drive that's been charging up for a while. That is completely drained. That giant crystal that's like the size for like powering a giant capital ship. Like, and you're like, think of an aircraft carrier's amount of energy it needs versus a little Volkswagen Bug. And you guys have a Volkswagen Bug with an aircraft carrier's engine in it, or battery. Yeah, that got drained a lot.
No, this is like something I like almost never think of. Just like assuming that like we got like, you know, the most up to date kind of technology and shit.
You're so
like
gangster. We forget.
Other shit, man, just pissing me off. That feels like sabotage.
Self-sabotage.
It was
one of those crystals that helped us recharge our jump, right?
It feels like sabotage. It's sabotage. Trying to fucking load all the wires on our ships, bro.
I smell a smelly.
Yo,
it's
I
not.
smell
Luckily,
that shit too.
the ship is not the only damage to the ship. Is those two holes? Like, luckily, the ship systems automatically saved it from taking any damage. But there's probably a little bit of that. Like when you pop the hood of your car after you've been driving on a trip for a while, so it's been 8 hours running, especially in the summer, you could smell that rubber smell. But it's not damaged. It's just, yeah, that's hot. That's not good, but it's not broken. It's definitely not. Your ship is not impeded in any way in its operation at this point, other than you've got like a lower battery, and it'll take a little bit to recharge. But you've got enough energy to like, you could fly off the planet's surface if you were willing to risk the fact that you'd have to have your entire cargo bay in vacuum.
No, we should
basically have your. What was that?
We should probably patch those holes.
Yeah, I mean, there's also some. They're not giant. There's some emergency stuff you can do yourselves. Like you guys have gotten away with having bad stuff happen without a mechanic. There's totally quick fixes that would be all right.
Cool. I'll start from the outside. On the outside hole. Patch that up.
Cool. Basically, yeah, somebody give me a repair, which is, it sounds like it's going to be Merrick. I think that's just a plus wits again.
Oh, dang it. All right.
Let me double check that.
I'm ready.
What would you get?
I got a 6 with versus 2 2s.
Oh, nice. So you realize, they're pretty round holes. Like they're of a particular shape. You realize that you actually have some. Oh, you start looking at things. You realize that there's that skiff outside. There are some plates on it that are the really strong material that would be perfect to just literally bolt on the inside of the ship, and you're done. Like you just nail it. You're just like, wait a second, we got this. You just cannibalize that very quickly. Your other people are able to help you, and you have that ship patched up in like 2 minutes. Like you are surprisingly fast at this. Good job.
In the back, Merrick. Mark.
Yeah, we're gonna take charge.
The ship is now space-worthy, completely.
Okay. Where are we going?
What is the integrity of the ship, though, out of the health-wise, out of 5?
I'm going to say it's at 5. I'm going to say now you guys, because the ship was basically fine. It had a pinhole worth of stuff, but that's bad. That's bad for like a bike tire, but generally like the entire bike is fine. And you patch you really do need this, but once you got the tire patched, the rest of the bike's super solid. You are good to go. You do know that there are decent medical facilities on the orbital station.
All right. Yeah.
I'm going to say you guys, if you guys are okay with it, you guys can immediately launch to the station.
Yeah, let's do that.
You're able, Freddie Gibbs is in treatment. Yeah, you guys got it. You guys figured it out. You get him up there in time to get treatment, and he is going to be fine. It's going to be a little bit of some recovery for him. So he's going to need bed rest for at least a day before they're going to let him out of the hospital because he just had minor brain surgery. But they would release him to your care in, let's say, 24 hours into Merrick's care. They'd totally hold him longer if you're okay with that. But seeing as Merrick is a medical professional, they would release him into your care in a day. Do you guys want to wait that day? Do you want to, or I'm curious what you guys want to do with this new information and the other stuff you've learned.
I mean, I think it's just best to leave him there so he can properly rest. We don't really have the time to. I personally don't have the time to just care for him. We gotta. Hey, shit's popping, and we gotta roll.
Yeah, so I mean, my thought at the beginning of this was either go up against Legion or those space snakes. But
Don't get me
all this
wrong,
shit
we
is
can come
zombie
back.
now. Like I don't even know. Maybe it's connected, but I don't even know.
Yeah. So let me be honest about some stuff. What I've been trying to do, and I'm gonna, unless you guys don't like this, if this has been too much, is I'm gonna keep. There's like a few different things that are happening in the world, and I know that you guys can only do like one at a time, and so that, which is kind of part of the thing where that way some storyline events keep advancing, because part of it needs, like with any good like television show. So I've been watching a lot of like Star Wars Rebels recently, there's always something happening that you gotta go fix, that you gotta go take care of, because you can't ever be on top of everything, because otherwise that would be boring. So I'm trying to make, so purposely there are a few things happening. You got that message from the Mormon prophet. He sounds like he had some weird info for you. Hopefully that made sense. Maybe it didn't. There was that big thing going on at Frost. There's the space snakes. You got a message about something local that's happening that you got asked to check out. There were the 7 capital ships that slowly disappeared off the radar out of this sector, even. So yeah, I'm curious what you, just as a recap of that's basically all the stuff you know about what's going on.
Am I sensing a split up? That's what I'm sensing.
Do we want to go after snakes?
I was thinking of the Saints.
Alright.
That sounds pretty cool. And the Mormon, I always forget. We're good with the Mormons, right? Who are we personally hating on? The Covenant and who? The Prometheans.
The Prometheans.
Yeah.
Who is it that we hate the most?
Well, you found out... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say the Prometheans.
Okay, cool. Do we have anything that's against them at the moment? We've been letting them chill too long.
Well, you found out that there is something happening on their homeworld. Their homeworld just, you found out, has broken into civil war.
Ooh. Let's destabilize them. Let's fucking support both sides. But not let them know that we're supporting both sides. So they can fucking nuke themselves a couple of tech levels back, you know? To the point where they're almost not spacefaring. No, they're not. It's fuck the Prometheans around here. Sorry, I was explaining to Chris.
No, that's good. We like hearing character reasoning. What does Soul Rock want to do?
It'd be weird zombie message or snakes.
What about Spike?
Kind of same. I'm good with snakes or zombie message. Not too picky.
What zombie message are you guys talking about?
Yeah, Carlos.
The one from the previous session. That might have been the Forge spawn.
Oh, you guys, they were shooting a message at you at one point, yes. You guys did not actually ever listen to the message. And if you choose to, it's literally just one word. Submit. That's being blared in, like, every frequency and Fry's computer. That's later, because you guys did get hit by it at certain times, but your shield stopped it from, like, frying you. So yeah, if you ever do one, if you listen to it, it is submit. But yeah, you got that. Okay, so it sounds like a vote for Space Snakes or something with the Forge Spawn. The Forge Spawn were mainly absorbed by Legion.
Okay, so it'd be Legion.
Yeah, Legion absorbed the Forge Spawn and has gotten their weapon. So
Okay. This is all Legion.
Yeah, they're being real shitty.
Can we do a quick bathroom break?
Yeah, sounds great to me.
Let's speed test as well.
Oh, true.
Cool.
Alright,
how much time?
10, 15?
5 minutes? Cool.
Yeah, like 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Sounds good.
Alright, see you in a bit. That message that we got today, actually, what was supposed to be.
To learn what happens, keep listening. This show is brought to you ad-free by privilege. No ads, no Patreon, just a cishet white man with disposable income and time. It is performed, edited, and all that good stuff by Redstone Archender. The story is powered by the game Ironsworn, Starforged by Shawn Tomkin. Outro by Glitter Snitchel, channeling the spirits. This has been a Sofa King Cool production.